This is my hard requirements Spiderphobia. After tanking a 10-man clan in last episode and making it out in the last possible second, it's fair to say that I've escaped almost certain death. Now I have two options. The first option is doing normal Slayer, which as you know is incredibly dangerous. And then the second option is to continue doing Wilderness Slayer until I complete the full Dagonai set. So far I've obtained the Dagonai head, which means I have the rope top and the rope bottom left to go. So that's the goal for this episode, but as always, things are gonna get very messy. Alright, the first very important step of this episode is making sure that I never ever go back to Magic Access. And there we go. And the next task is easy. So before I go do a dangerous task, I actually have to go get my Ceradomin brews back, because I used all of them tanking the PKers in last episode. And for the people who are new to the series, until I can make the brews myself, I've limited myself to 6 boosted brews from TOB. And that's the first 3 brews. And there we go, 6 brews re-obtained, back to the wilderness. So the plan is now to get Laren keys as fast and efficient as possible, and then every 10 keys we're going back to the chest. Ooh, Revenants. Interesting. No way. What? Alright, so I know that this drop might not seem that special, but when you're in the wilderness all the time, you want all of the defense bonus that you can get. So this means that I might go from 45 to 60 defense in the very near future. And there it is, Bracelet of Ethereum in what is it? 9 KC. I'm telling you, hardcore Iron Man RNG is a thing. Okay. I was responding to a text and I just got the biggest heart attack of my life. Fuck me. And there we go, a Revenant task completed, and this was a very successful one. Okay, so I just wanna say that Black Demons are my new best friends. First of all, this task is pretty much safe in Edge Dungeon, unless of course a wild frame shows up. And secondly, they are amazing experience, and last but not least, they have a very good drop rate for Laren keys and Harkloos. And that's 55 Slayer, which is a big level for me because this allows me to make broad bolts in the future, and using bolts with a crossbow allows me to use the shields, which is pretty big for surviving in the wilderness. Okay, that was a peak here, so good telly, but very scary. Also now at 8 Laren keys, so 2 more and then we're going back to the chest. And that's another Hellhound task completed, and I'm honestly happy every time I survive this one, because that place is multi with pretty much no escape, so if I get TP'd there I am most likely dead. See, there's one task that always pulls through, and that's Black Demons. Just 1 more key and then we're going back to the chest. And that's 58 Slayer, which is a massive level for me, because this means I can now go kill cave horrors, get a black mask, and that will increase my DPS by a lot. And the higher my DPS, the faster I get Laren keys and the less time I have to spend in dangerous places. Hey, there we go, Laren key number 10. Ooh, and a Harkloo as well. So to complete this clue scroll, I have to do a quest, which I can't pronounce, to unlock an area, which I can't pronounce. Alright, and that is in search of my whatever completed. And the next step is... that's the place where cave horrors are, so that means I have to do the quest for cave horrors, which I was gonna have to do anyway, so that works out actually. That's 47 prayer for one of the quests. Yep.
Subscribe.
Yep. And there we go, Cabin Fever done, which is the final quest, and that means I can now finish this clue scroll, finish my task, and then go to the Laren's chest, so very exciting times ahead. And there we go, casket obtained. Okay, so there's one thing that I really want from this chest, and that's Black DI chaps, so please spoil me. Clue scroll? Casket? Ooh, interesting. If I'm not mistaken, that's a requirement for a hard glue step, I think. So that's kind of cool. But now it is time to hopefully go get a second Teganite piece. Alright, I'm feeling good about this one. Let's do this. Alright, and that's the final one. So as always, decent skilling supplies, especially the sharks are nice, but no Teganite unfortunately. Alright, so I've decided to take a small break from Wilderness Slayer, and the reason is that I have some big upgrades to obtain. So for the people who are new to the series, the end goal is to match Sea Engineer's original PvP but hard requirements, stats and gear. And once that's achieved, we will then fight to the death. So Sea Engineer will either end the series, or I will become the first person to kill his PvP but hardcore Iron Man. Now, one of the items I have to get are Barrow's gloves. So that's gonna be the first goal and the first step into turning this guy into a machine. And that is a very random hard glue scroll, but I'll take it. Lunar Diplomacy completed, which is obviously a big one, and I'm now at 169 quest points, so almost there. Friendly Kyles completed, which gives me the Helm of Needs knots, which I will be using a lot once I get defense. And that's Desert Treasure completed, which is without a doubt the biggest quest for my account, because I can use this spellbook for PVM, for PKing, and obviously for the deathmatch with Sea Engineer. Alright, and that's the final RFD subquest completed, and if you look at my quest points, you know it's time. Recipe for Disaster completed, and Barrow's gloves obtained. So now it's time to go complete this clue scroll which I got while doing Lunar Diplomacy. I don't know what's wrong with this account, honestly. I mean, I'm sorry to anyone who actually wants this head, because for me it's pretty useless, but I'll take it. And there it is. This might actually be the biggest drop for my account so far, because this is gonna help me so much with Wilderness Slayer. So if I do this right, this should be the Slayer helm. Hey, there it is. Alright, this took me like 12 hours because I just AFK'd it, but that's a Slayer helm imbued, which means my ranged and magic are now boosted by 15% when doing Slayer, so that's massive. And there we go, Jet is out of the game. Now, if you look at my chat box, it says 2kc, which is obviously a glitch, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I tried to kick Jet in the nuts and messed up my prayer and we both died at the same time, so we're never gonna talk about it again. But that's the final strength upgrade for now, and that means I can now go train my defense. And that is 60 defense and 52 prayer. Okay, this took way too long, because if the wiki is right, I went about 8 times drop rate. Now, the reason why I wanted this shield so bad is because it has plus 19 range defense over the RuneScape's shields, and PKers tend to bolt a lot, so this should be a big upgrade. So while I was doing all of that questing and training, I've been a good Iron Man for the past few weeks, and I did all of my farm runs, collected my secondaries, and this is the result. Now let's see how far I can get, starting from 72 Herblore. And there is 77 Herblore, which means I can now finally make stamina potions, and it also means that I can now easily use a botanical pie to boost my Herblore from 77 to 81 and make my very own Ceradomin brews. As someone who is not exactly a skiller, I am extremely proud of this. I've now made my own stamina potions and my own Ceradomin brews, and now I'm extremely excited to go back to the wilderness. Ice Giants. Good task, but also very risky. First task back with 2 Laren skis, which is amazing, and I have to say, the boosted DPS from the Slayer helm makes this so much nicer. A Laren ski and a hard glue in the same drop. Now this is why Black Demons are the content task. And that is what you call a deep wilderness step. Casket? What the... I honestly don't even know what this is, but I'm guessing it's kind of uncommon. Hey, this looks badass. Clue scroll? Alright, Willow, this better be something good. Yeah, piss off, Willow. Clue scroll? Now this is an interesting step, because this is south of Venanatis and west of Green Dragons, in multi. Nah. Did I really just panic Tali from so dick long the Green Dragon bot? Nah, if this is another bot... Yeah, I don't care, I'm not telling this time. Alright, casket. And we're out. Ooh, that's nice. Now, the question is it a duplicate? Never lucky. Now, with this Laren's key, I am now at a total of 10 keys. Let's go get some Dagonai. .91 range, beautiful. Clue scroll. Now this is, I wanna say, the second most risky hard clue step because this is an active PK spot and it's in multi. Alright, we survived and the next step is also in the wilderness. And again, a wilderness step. Uh-oh. I forgot a teleport and an anti-poison. If a team finds me now, I'm dead.
Bye!
Alright Dave, this clue scroll better be a good one. Ooh, that master scroll book is actually amazing because I need bank space because my bank is a mess and this book saves me bank space. Clue scroll? Casket?
It's trash.
Clue scroll? Casket? Hey, another Zemi page and I think this one is actually unique. And it is indeed a unique and that means I just need one more page to have a very good book for peeking and maybe the Inferno. Clue scroll?
Trash.
Clue scroll? Okay, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this, but I'm pretty sure that this is a requirement for a deep wilderness clue step, so that's beautiful. Clue scroll? Alright, I hate to say it, but unfortunately I have to do some quests for this clue scroll. Yep.
Subscribe.
Alright guys, so for the next step I need access to the Death Altar, which means I need to complete Morning Exam Part 2. So my plan is as follows. Clue scroll? And that is Wilderness Task number 50, which gives me a massive point boost. And there we go, it costs a lot of points, but that's Broader Fletching unlocked. The Broad Bolts have been made and this means I can now use a crossbow and a shield, so this makes me a lot stronger. Clue scroll? Ooh, an ancient page. Now the question is... Yep, it's a duplicate. Another dangerous task completed. And this is where it all went wrong. Being the genius I am, I decided to start skipping tasks even though I had basically no Slayer points. And that brought me to this point where I had 0 Slayer points left and the next task would have to be a good one. But instead, it was the worst, most dangerous task possible. Lava dragons are located in multi with basically no escape. Now, some people might remember that in episode 1 of this series I killed a lot of lava dragons. But back then there was a lot less at stake, and there was also the fact that a lot of PKers couldn't attack me because I was such a low combat level. So for a brief moment I considered breaking my wilderness task streak and skipping the task at Turiel. But then I realized that this is exactly what this series is all about. Alright. Let's do this. Dude, I was so glad that I got here because even just running here is pretty dangerous And then I realize that my stuff is almost out of charges.
Stupid!
Alright, time for round 2. Let's hope we don't die. We did it. And now I have a nice collection of lava dragon bones, and I also have 10 Larens keys, so you know what that means. Again, the loot is decent, I really can't complain, but it is not what I'm looking for, so let's go for one more round. That's 60 wilderness tasks completed, and this gives me a big point boost, so I should be fine for now. Holy... So I just watched the clip back, and that is one of the scariest things that's happened to me on this account, because if I click my teleport tab one tick later, I would have died. It's as simple as that, because there were multiple people and there is no way to survive in that cave. So now I'm gonna go open the keys that I have, because I think it's time to take a small break from Wilderness Slayer. Now, I didn't get the Dagon Eye that I was looking for in this episode, but I consider the fact that I'm somehow still alive a massive success. In the next episodes, I'm gonna be doing something completely different and even more dangerous. It's still gonna be in the wilderness, and it's gonna be a mission that will most likely be the end of this account. See you soon.